Now ready? Now everyone is ready, so let's start the second round here of the upper bracket in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! So, we have now started the second round, and we have someone in the chat saying, "Go players in Paris, good luck and fun." Very cool to see RichardWolf there. Yes, Richard went over here to the Paris Regional, partly for Tetris and partly to enjoy, I believe it was the Eurovisions in Swiss in like 2 weeks, I believe. So nice for Richard because he's able to combine two amazing events, of course, CTWC Paris and the Eurovision. For the Americans who don't know what Eurovision is basically a song contest for all European countries and some few exceptions, for example, like Australia as well. And we might have some issues with the stream. I heard that it broke somewhere. Not sure if it's Twitch or YouTube. I know that we had some issues on YouTube yesterday, but it looks like YouTube is... Okay, I just got confirmation that it's fine, so I don't know what happened. But better to always double check stuff. Yeah, but we can also see here, let's go to the game. We can see 2.5 Tetris lead to Richard and 2.5 Tetris lead here to Civel. So far the players of the upper bracket are performing well. Dr. L is having pretty big issues here in the stack. He could stack it out of this, but the right side here looking too tough. Got a mistrop in, which means that we have a 1-0 for Civel. 1-0 for Civel. As for Speedself versus Richard, you can see the next Tetris to Richard. Richard once again in a 1.5 Tetris lead here against Speedself. And Speedself is able of staying pretty close to the higher seeded player. So let me try if I can cam player B1. Yeah, I would say this is a bit better now in terms of the B setups, so we can start the next game between L and Civel, and 3, 2, 1, Tetris. They just started, and Richard getting the next Tetris up to 2 Tetris and some change in lead. And we have Tomato Solman saying, "Go RichardWolf." So we have someone cheering here for Richard specifically, meaning that Richard will have to win this match in order to show how amazing of a player he is. Of course, Richard traveled here from Colombia, which is, as far as I know, the furthest travel distance that anyone has done this year for CTWC Paris. We have a nice tuck here for Speedself. So we got a couple of Tetrises in. We can also see Civel needing to clean up his stack. Dr. L was able to get in an early lead here. Dr. L getting the next Tetris, having longboard dependency here in column number 3. And Civel is ready on the center side in column number 3. Just waiting for the next bar. In the same position basically here for his opponent Dr. L. And the bar isn't coming. We have now the route counter ticking. Only 16 pieces, so it felt like an eternity, but it was actually quite quick here. And Richard, as we can see, just able to stay ahead basically the whole game here. But it's not that fast, so let's see how 18 will go. As they're gonna transition to 18 in about 20 lines in the top match. The lower match, we are still in the first third of this game. And next set is here to L. L is in the lead. Civel won the first game, but the second game hasn't been going too well here for him. Getting You know, a lot of digging in, which is why he has about 3 Tetrises behind Dr. L here. Richard being quite high, he doesn't get the next O piece over, so Richard tops out at 307. Speedself has a chase down to 308, but he's gonna transition into level 18 speed quite soon, and he's not in the cleanest spot situation. He needs to get, like he wants to get clean. This is still playable for level 18, but 18 is only 39s, and at 130 you transition into level 19 speed, the fastest that you can play as a desk player. The height for Speedself is pretty acceptable to get out of, and we also have the 1-1 here between Dr. L and Civel, so 1-1 in the match above. We can see that Speedself is now clean. Speedself has a Tetris and some change left to go, so this is possible for him to catch up on level 16 and 17. Let's see if he does get the bar. The bar isn't coming down. Okay, he's taking the safety triple. Perfect. He's now in level 17, one of the toughest levels to play. And 15 lines of 18 to go here. Bit under Tetris. You can get that with... No, you can't get this if you line it out with triples. So Speedself wants to find a way to get a Tetris in the next 10 lines. Otherwise, you will have to play 19, and his 19 at least best and yesterday hasn't been the best here. Okay, he's about half letters away. He's in a quite high position here. 4 lines left to go. 1 left to go until level 19. And it looks like this will be it. Yeah, this is it for Speedself, which means we have a 1-0 for Richard. 1-0 for Richard was able to play more efficient in the opening, and that was barely enough for him to stay ahead while Speedself was chasing down. So in the lower match it is 1-1. In the upper match it is 1-0 for Richard, and Richard just had to leave for a second here to explain some tech things to Gunther, who's currently on stream number 2 and is doing the second stream, where we of course have a lot of players as well for matches. I know that was perfect casting. And over there we have, on stream 2 we have 3 Swiss players, being Tony against Pascal and Tolstoy versus Cousin. So Speedself versus Richard have just started the next game. In game number 3 we have a nice 2.5 lead to Civel, as well as Dr. L having some issues that he needs to clean out of. Let's see if I will be able to clean out of this and how long it will take. Getting the nice J piece into L, who 3 pieces here in quite a short time. And yeah, Fury also said to Speedself, well done, that was pleasure for the chase zone. You did well. You did well to get to 19. Nice. Yeah, exactly. It sadly wasn't enough, but Speedself definitely showed Richard that Speedself is an opponent to look out for. Speedself does have the potential to win a few games and maybe the whole match here. Especially as Richard is currently high and is behind in points in the opening. About a 2 Tetris lead now to Speedself. Well, Richard is high, he's getting the double in. Next single, nearly open once again. About 4 more lines left to go here for Richard. Getting the next bar, perfect. Is able to clean up the left side. Slowly but surely is open into bar and Tetris for Richard. In the meantime, Dr. L has some burns to do on his own side. Is able to go for a triple here. Civel is currently 76k ahead, so 4 Tetris lead here for Civel. While Dr. L is also cleaning up, not able to go for Tetrises, but he could try to go for a dirty one now. That would be 3 high. He is set up waiting for the next bar. Let's see if the bar does fall on time here for Dr. L. And Civel is quite high here. Civel needs to clean this stack up pretty much as soon as possible. As he is... Yeah, okay, he's getting low, perfect. As he was, in my opinion, a height where a top out having one small issue was kinda likely, but he was able to get out of that, is now on a much more playable height once again. And next set is to Richard. If he does death, that also would have been deadly, but Richard is a master of death. That also has the CTWC shirt. Richard is doing a lot of CTWC. So shoutouts to Richard for doing a lot of stuff. Here helping out in Paris and on, again, the CTWC and other events. We have a 50k, so 2 Tetris and some change lead for Speedself. Now down to 1.5 Tetris lead here for Speedself. In the lower match, we still have a 4 Tetris lead here to Civel. As both players have been cleaning up for a long time here. Currently, Speedself is open getting the next Tetris, which builds up his lead even bigger. While Richard, as we can see, is still cleaning up. So based on what we see so far in the first 2/3 of level 18 between Speedself and Richard, it looks like maybe in this game Richard will have to do the chase down against Speedself. Next Tetris to Richard, and it was near the assignment Tetris, just a few milliseconds or too much of time difference between Speedself and Richard's Tetris. And here's the next Tetris to Richard. Lead is down to 1.5. Next Tetris to Speedself. Civel doesn't get the blue SP to what it needs to be. Overshifted it, chopping out at 164, which means Dr. L is chasing down here in game number 3. Is 2.5 Tetrises behind Civel on level 18. We saw Dr. L perform pretty well on level 19 yesterday, so if he can get a Tetris in, this is totally possible for him to then line out. Because now the pressure is on Civel's shoulders as well, because all Civel can do is watch, and that does get into mental. Yeah, next Tetris here to Dr. L. Richard being quite high here, having 2 bar dependencies. Speedself also needing to burn. Less than a Tetris left to go here for Dr. L. Dr. L could just stand out, but gets the Tetris into 2-1 for Dr. L.
It was clean, but I used that.
So next up is gonna be match point for Dr. L. And we have the transition into level 16 in just a few seconds in the top match. It's currently 1-0 in terms of scoring, like game wins. In terms of points in this game, it is a 1.5 Tetris lead to Speedself. As we're now on level 16 for both players. Looks like we will start game number 4 between Dr. L and Civel in a 3-2-1 Tetris. Both have started, and in the top match, Richard gets the next Tetris and closing the lead to just a bit over Tetris, but Speedself got the next Tetris immediately as we're in level 17. Actually, Richard has also played 9 lines more, so this is more like a 4 Tetris lead in pace. A 4 Tetris pace lead currently for Speedself. So Richard will have to do a bit of 19 here. Next Tetris to Richard. Speedself also in quite a lot of trouble here board-wise. He might top out in just a few lines or pieces. Yeah, okay, he's getting the single. Incorrect SP, correct SP, but doesn't get it over. Speedself topping out here at just under Tetris lead. Richard also getting a few drops, but gets the next bar, which means Richard is able to secure his 2-0. Next up, match point for Richard. Yeah, we had Runeterra say go Richard, we have Mix saying go Civel. And also 2-0 for Richard. Which means we can start the next game between Speedself and Richard. Yep, they just started. Small long body dependency that is immediately filled in on Dr. L's side. Dr. L in the openings about the Tetris behind Civel. Next Tetris to Civel. Next Tetris to Dr. L. Dr. L has played a few lines less, so in terms of pace, they're actually neck and neck. And we had like 3 Tetrises in what felt like half a second. And one more now for Dr. L. Nice adjustment here on Civel's side. Only going for triple now though. Not perfect bar timing. One piece that would have been better, as it is the case so often. And one more Tetris to Civel here. And one more to L, so their opening first half has been going quite well here. As for Speedself versus Richard, we just have the next Tetris going to Richard. And maybe we have the game tab back here for Civel. Let's take a look. No. Good.
You're going to be seeing where we're going to play.
And it looks like Civel is now back on stream in the gameplay as well. Perfect. And oh, now I see what. Now I see what Richard meant. Maybe OBS somewhere, somewhat. This? Huh? I don't understand. Why is OBS not showing this? This? Not quite what I wanted? I don't understand. So, project, full screen. This? Ah, now it's back on our projector as well. And yes, so Dr. L and Civel close. Tiny lead here for Civel, close to the level 16 transition. And Richard is coming back now. We get a few Tetrises in currently and looks it looks like okay, so it looks like we are ready for Speedself versus Richard, and we are in a 2-2 position between L and Civel. So it's 2-2 between L and Civel. Next up is going to be their decider, and we have the match point for Richard coming up once again on stream number, on match number 1, match number A, however you want to call it. Okay, so players, are you ready to go for a simul countdown? Okay, looks like Civel isn't. Oh, he still needs to set up the new seat. Perfect. So looks like all players are now ready. So start both matches, both games in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Oh, stream 2 has already finished the matches.
Yes.
We are behind, we are slow.
Yes. I am, yes.
Here on stream 1 we have both matches just starting off, both games of course. And you have a slight lead here for Dr. L and the Decider getting the first Tetris. And we have Maruto saying, "Go Civel! Je fais que passer, yeah, Evo Japan of first Mui." That was perfect French, all understood what I said. And we also have Slim Throne saying, "Go Speedself!" The Tetris is happening here 58 to Speedself, 61 to Civel. Yeah, so it's second act between Dr. and Civel. Speedself has an early 4.5 Tetris lead. So maybe we can get in one more game between Speedself and Richard here. Richard is a bit high, needs to burn this down. Has the Tetris longbow dependency on the left side. Close the well, is open once again. Close the well for some burns immediately. Got a triple in total in. So Richard is trying to survive this while being down about 100k, and Speedself topping out at 118. So Richard, your goal is 119, 119 is your goal. So a bit under 100k or a bit under 5 Tetrises to go here for Richard. As we are not even at 40 lines, this should be a pretty doable chase down for Richard. As for Dr. L against Civel, we have about a Tetris lead here currently, for Civel having about a Tetris in lines as well more. So there's neck and neck between those two players. Yeah, as I said, for Richard, just a chase down that he can play pretty safe. Oh, and Dr. L topping out at 96. He was playing a bit too risky, and that has led to him topping out. Civel getting the next Tetris, which means we have a 3-2 for Civel. So GG's for those players, and Dr. L is now gonna be in the losers bracket. It's for Richard. Let's go over to just watching. Richard play here in a second.
Oh, too risky. Okay, we mega safe. So
Yeah, now I like
almost like having to
Okay, I don't understand why I have this. I don't understand. That's cam. Is the setup? Oh, it's entity setup. I don't understand, which means we can go. We can't. I don't understand this. Sometimes Nestor Champs is being a bit weird.
Come on!
And Richard is just slowly but surely playing it to the end. And we can now take a look at Speedself versus Richard. Oh heck! You haven't won. What is Richard doing? Also, the point difference that he needs to catch up to is lost. He needs 118, 878. No, Richard, we never said it's over. Please wait until Bergtroll does confirm that you have won. There was a bit of a trolling going on apparently on Richard's side on accident. Or maybe we accidentally trolled Richard. I have no idea what happened. But Richard, please continue playing. Yeah, there's also someone in the chat saying XD, oh no. 100% correct.
Okay.
It looks like we're also fixing the hearts now. You know, it wouldn't be a true Tetris team if there weren't any technical difficulties. And you can see Richard playing pretty clean here. He has at least up until level 19 to go, and on level 19 does depend on his skills today. And on if he's actually able to concentrate properly or if he's gonna get trolled again. So yeah, he has about 15k left to go. He needs 119, has 6 lines left to go here on level 18. So he could try to build up for one final Tetris.
Erased it like 1%.
117, and this Tetris does it. And now, okay, you know, I wanna say, Richard, you need 142, but no, Richard has not actually won. So, GG's here to Richard, and it's probably not because Tetris, but maybe it is. Did she get more than one Tetris? Okay, so this is it for the second round here. We are now updating all of the sheets here back, and you could say, so that all does look good. We can now take a look at the updated bracket. As you can see, okay, perfect. So as you can see over here on stream 1, we had the Richard versus Speedself, where Richard won, as well as Civel versus Dr. L, where Civel won. And on stream number 2, we had Tony sweep Pascal, as said Tolstoy sweep Cousin, which means next we are gonna have lower round 1, which will be Vicky versus Cousin, as well as Zabé versus Pascal. We have seen Vicky and Zabé play over here on stream number 1 today before. Cousin and Pascal are gonna be new. And on stream number 2, we will have Merlin versus Dr. L, as well as Zulu versus Speedself.